Hey YouTube, working today in a 2007 Nissan Altima with a really bad oil leak. You can see here all the spill in the suspension, and we tracked the leak all the way up here, to the engine oil cooler. It will be this one right here. Here's the pressure switch. The oil pressure switch or oil sending unit, and there's no other problem. All this piece is all together to that square over there, and there is a gasket inside there. We think that's the problem that is leaking from there, so we're gonna remove it. For me it was easier to remove the tire, and actually you can get access through here, and there's two hoses attached on top, and that's kind of hard to get to those. I'm gonna show you what I did, and what we're gonna do is remove the whole part over here on top of the engine to get to those hoses. So there's two 10mm bolts right here. Remove those two 10mm bolts, and this part is gonna come off. And then with an Allen key, use a 5mm to remove 3 bolts from here, and you can get this thing out of there. After that, we need to remove this air filter box from here. So use this assemble or remove these 2 clamps right here, and this should come off easily. And then you're gonna remove or loosen up this clamp right here. Loosen up this clamp and pull this hose out of there, right? And then another clamp right here, and you will have a 10mm bolt right here. Once you do that, remove out to the connector for the MAF sensor. Just remove it, and then this thing is going to come off. All right, loosen up this clamp and this clamp right here. Now when you do that, you're just gonna follow the lines that are attached to the engine oil cooler, and it's gonna be this line right here. It goes all the way to here. You need to remove this clamp, and the other hose will be this one right here. It's attached to this T right here, and then there is also a clamp right there. We're gonna go ahead and remove those bolts on the engine oil cooler. And from here I can see it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and you have to remove this connector right here, engine oil sensor, that one right there. It's just a tab. You press it and you pull it, and it's gonna come off. And then we're gonna remove the bolts and remove the hoses from the top of the engine where I show you, and remove that engine oil cooler. And after that, we're gonna replace the gasket. There's a gasket here, there's a gasket in there. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, just to show you, I already removed the hoses. So these are gonna be coolant hoses. That's what it helps to cool off the oil a little bit. That's what it is for. Just like I say, slide the clamp, and just pull it out of there. There's one. I put a piece of paper here just to slow down the coolant leak. And then this is the other one. Or remove it. This one is a little bit hard because it's a tight space to work, but you can again just slide the clamp, and with the help of a flat screwdriver you can just push it, and they're loose. So now we're gonna pull it. All right, from the bottom, and over here we already removed the engine oil cooler. So now we're just gonna pull it. Already disconnect the connector as well for the oil's pressure sensor, and then we're just gonna pull it down. It's only 4 bolts. The long bolt goes on top, the one goes on the bottom, and two nuts, right? And we're gonna pull it now and replace those gaskets. Okay, and I want you to be careful when you're pulling this thing out of there. All right, the hoses sometimes gonna be stuck up there. Right now they got stuck, so we're gonna go to the other side. We wanna keep pulling. There you go, we got it out. Now we're gonna replace this gasket. Obviously that gasket is attached to the engine block right now, and we're gonna disassemble. We're gonna remove this bolt to replace a gasket inside there. That's the one that is leaking, the gasket inside here. That's the one that is leaking, so we have to replace it. Okay, we just disassembled this piece, and I want to show you. Look, all that oil that is spilled here. This shouldn't be happening. All right, the oil should be just between these areas and the oil cooler right here, but it's all you know messed up here, so you can tell that this gasket is not doing its job anymore. There is some built up right here. I mean, I can feel it, and that might be the problem. There's some built up, and the gasket wasn't doing the work correctly. So this is a big oil leak. We're gonna clean it up, install the new gasket, and put this thing back together. All right, we have the new part here. That's the part number. And this part applies for all the Nissans 2.5 right here. That's what it says. So any 2.5 Nissan, this should be the part you need. Okay, so I just cleaned the part as much as I could. This part is aluminum. You don't want to make deep scratches on this thing because it's not gonna seal correctly, and you wanna keep having the oil leak there. So I got a 1500 sandpaper and a block, and I just sanded the best I could. This one too, and then we installed the gasket. So right now we're gonna install it in the car. Make sure whenever you're installing this one back in the car, this thing goes in just one way, so you can't miss it. But also make sure that area is really clean. I already cleaned it, so make sure it's clean. Make sure there is no debris there. You see how all the dirt around the area? Well, you don't want any dirt there, because you can, the gasket is not gonna seal correctly. So before you install it, make sure everything is clean. We're gonna proceed to install this Velcro there. There we have it. We're gonna proceed to install the rest of the part, and we're gonna put this part together as well. It's only 4 bolts around that part, and make sure to align those parts correctly, right, with the holes right here, and just put it back in the car, and that's it, man. I'm not gonna bore you with putting everything back together on that car. Just install it from here first. Attach the hoses over here in the top of the car. Attach those hoses. Start the car. Put everything back together. Start the car. Make sure you don't have any leaks, no oil leaks, no coolant leaks, and you should be good to go. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please consider like and subscribe. Thank you very much.